edge. You want it to be a little bit stronger. Then now I just add, different folds to it. Then let me redo this part down here. It's finally taking some kind of shape. I think that's good. Just clean up this part. It's definitely looking a lot better. Don't you guys think so too? Adding the shadow next, but let's get these folds in order. Tighten up these area. Another extra layer of shading around this area. Deeper like this. Okay, I'll leave it like that just in case that I want to add something more, I can. See some lines going from here over. Like this. Then remember we have the seams line for the shoulder. Double check. Yeah, it should be around there. So as you can tell, unlike the t-shirt where the seams line go all the way down here, the seams line for button-up shirts, I usually see them be at around this section. So just that. The area where you would button up your shirt, just have one side be really dark and the other side it's basically implied. Something like this. But then when we get to this lower area, have it move a little bit just so we avoid a whole straight shirt right to the waist without any folds. That's kind of far-fetched. And like this. Well, let's see. Maybe change a bit. This, okay. That's a little bit better. Opening larger. These areas lighter. The main form. Nah, around this area. So this, and usually for this type of shirt, I would draw another line right in the middle of two breasts. Certain shirts are sewn differently. And I mean, you have the creative freedom to add things as long as it makes sense, right? And in this case, I'm using this to really emphasize on the overall shape or change this direction. I really want to accentuate the breast. Line up this part. It should be something like this. And you do the same to the other side. And actually, as I forgot, the seam is something from here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. It's just a different type of button up shirt that I remember the seams. Just do your photo study. and then see if some of them, like, how did it shade. Like, for this type of shirt, you can't really forget about it because it's not the same, not like other t-shirt. So I just kind of remember it and save it for every single time I need to do character, and I want her, even though if she's wearing a button-up shirt, I want her rendered to be more complicated, and I would add this line. It really prove that, oh, okay, I know different type of t-shirt, I know different type of seams, and it really amaze people when I do this. Like, it's definitely looking a lot better than before. Clean up certain parts. And then you can definitely use your liquify tools to get the shape a little bit more accentuate. Now I'm making all of these shape, like I'm connecting all of the folds together like this. Connect them together. It should be over there. Then the folds get really, really small. Goes down. These are just points you remember. Kind of hard when you. It's kind of hard for me to give you like a certain formula. These are just from observation, and I know like certain shapes are supposed to look like. Well, so it's just that. Add another layer right there. Well, shape this area in. Definitely looks a lot better. And these seams line around this area. Kind of connects over here, down here. Like just implying line. Have to be so specific. Just know where things are and then give it a couple of folds like this. It's just that to really give it that extra dimensional or give it more depth. Sometimes I forget the word depth and depth. How do they have to be so similar to each other? Like add more depth. Can you guys see the form? Love to see how you guys are doing. And tension point should be right around here. It should go out too much. Shape is still right around here. But again, we can always take a little bit of freedom, liberty to, or a little bit of liberty. I don't know how to say words anymore. Been working this for so long, my brain just kind of mush right now. English so hard. Explain how. Just because it's kind of hard to get the shading right. So I really want to concentrate on that aspect. And a lot of these are just made from intuition. There is a certain rules to it, but you don't have to follow my shading 100%. What I'm trying to say. So really have fun with the overall shading process or rendering process. Follow the rule, like you just need to follow the seams line, know where the seam signs are, and know how certain shirt looks certain ways. It's just that, and the quickest way is there's no quickest way. That was a trap question. The only way to do it is just do a lot of photo study and then familiarize yourself. I camped on Pinterest for weeks, and sometimes even, when you go online shopping for your clothes, if I come across an interesting looking fabric or an interesting looking article of clothing, then I would save that and I would use that as practice too. So practice is everywhere. You don't have to be like, get the most aesthetic one. Just you need to have a common understanding of how texture works, how certain material works, how certain article of clothing works. Everything is really based on your observation. For example, like this area we're doing is like folded upward. That's her sleeve, like this. But how you portray the sleeve folding upwards, that's something entirely depend on you. These are the rim lights, as we study from before. Rim light as light hitting around her, like this.